In this video, we're going to learn more about using the blue and gold handles to make custom letter kerning or letter spacing. We'll also learn about how you can create custom envelope letter shapes. And so let's get started by first of all choosing the words My Text and clicking on the blue handle and showing how that will move all of the letters after that handle. So notice that there's a blue handle in between each of the letters, and so the blue handle between the E and the X will move all of the letters from the X onward. And so you can decide what is the space requirement between the E and the X, and what is the space requirement between the T and the E, and then what is the space requirement between the two words. And so sometimes it's nice to be able to do this more visually and not so sort of mathematically. All that said, if you want to use the gold handles, those will allow you to move one letter without affecting any of the other ones. So when I click on the gold handle for the letter T, I can move just the letter T up or down or any position that I want to, and it does not affect the rest of the letters. While I have the letter T selected, it has a box around it, and I could use the handles to make that letter bigger than the other letters and change its location, kind of within the word to somewhere else. You could even rotate that letter to be on a different kind of orientation from the other letters. And if at any point in time you don't like what you've done, you can always right click and ask to reset your frame. And so it kind of puts everything back to where it started with. And so really the blue handles are your ability to quickly move over several pieces of letters all at one time. And the gold handles is your ability to affect one letter kind of without affecting any of the other ones. In terms of the enveloping, notice that if I right click over top of the text, there's an option called envelope, and there's a whole option or a list of types. This is called a pennant to the right, so that will make the text at one side smaller and the text on the other side larger. You can make the effect more dramatic by using the black handles that are on the right hand side to increase the kind of pennant look, or in other words, make the large size larger, and you can make, of course, even the smaller side smaller. And if you want, you can right click and then reset the frame, and that'll make it back to kind of where it started with. If I right click and go back to envelope, I could try another one. This is a bridge with a convex top, so it'll be straight along the bottom and have kind of an expanding top. Again, it's the handle in the center that you can use to emphasize that look. Essentially, you can do all of the enveloping yourself visually just by using the side handles to create kind of more of the pennant on the edge, and the center handles to create more of the curve in the center. And so it's kind of up to you to create your own custom letter shapes, and at any point in time you can right click to reset that frame. I think it's important to know how to get into this edit text mode, because at some point you will move on in the design and it will not be in that mode. And so from the kind of beginning, if you click on the text to select it, then if you come over here and you click back on the text tool again, that will switch you into the edit text mode, where you have these special custom handles to do things like enveloping, custom enveloping like this. And once you click back on your select tool, then your text tool will be surrounded by a normal text transformation box, and you could use that box to do things like continue to resize your text larger or smaller, but it would keep all of the properties that you had adjusted in that edit text mode. And so if you need to get back to edit text mode, simply select your text, then click on the text tool, and that will bring you back to the mode where you have the little blue handles and you have the little hold handles, and if you need, you can reset your frame. And so this was another great video about some of the fantastic text capabilities that come in your Floriani software.